So, these are the famous toadstools everywhere. Go across the way and check some of those out too. Nothing like a good uphill start. The pink-haired equestrian. How cool is that? He's following the trail here. Reminds me a tiny bit of Sedona rock. So many buildings carved out. It's a lovely line up this flat ridge. As if it couldn't get any more grand. Thunderstorm in the distance, just rumbling thunder. That looks finished-like. Up ahead. Oh yeah, that looks like it. That seems to be the finish. Wow. Just splendid. Wow. Okay. The Cappadocia Ultra Trail Medium Race. We are back in business. My comrade John is with me in Turkey, and we have been touring the countryside, probably driven 2,000-3,000 kilometers already, but the race is the day after tomorrow. So I'm going to go out and take a run around and check out the area before I actually get to run it. So this should be a fun run. So I've got an all trails map of this, and I am going to Strava it as well. As with all my runs, you'll be able to see it on Strava when I post it. So we will start the recording. They're marking the course. There it is, heading up that direction. Should be interesting. Hello.
Hi.
I'm just trying to find the trail as best I can. Good to see the flagging. I know they're putting it up now, which is great. Following this dust cloud of Jeeps over towards the toadstools. So, these are the famous toadstools everywhere. Many of them inhabited. I have a feeling that the race is going to go past a lot of the stuff, but you're not going to be having opportunities to get up in it, which I would take if I could. Like, look at this. Oh. Just working in. Oh, it's not huge. A light bulb. Very cozy. We'll go across the way and check some of those out too. See what they look like. Hello.
Hello.
Wow. Oh, didn't realize you'd rented it already. Wow, that's cool. Wow, very cool. like endless exploration possible. And it's all above too. And have ways up there. Wow. We were in a cave complex earlier. This one. Oh, second level. Looking at the outside. Crazy terrain here. These pathways are so cool. Rose Valley that way. Well, I do gotta go down there. After all, about to see something cool. I assume this goes through, but I don't know. Woo! Hell yes. Not on the course, but that is sweet. Oh yeah. Old dwelling, shelving. Go down, dead end, into another cave. There are little lines everywhere. Wow. I got a little time to explore the Red Valley Zumlu Church is up here. I don't know if we can get the other side of it, but it's sort of a rickety staircase to get up. And then who even knows what we're going to see up there, whether I can get out on the top or I got to come back down. But during the race, we're definitely not going to be able to explore too much other stuff, I'm guessing. Oh wow. Wow. Just keep going by faith. And hopefully find it. Wow. Cool. I know we're climbing out to the edge. The last of the sun, maybe for a while. Heading back down, heading towards this church cafe area again. I'm guessing it's a lot more down now than up. But we will run with what we run. Oh, look at that. 57 meters to the church. We gotta check it out. But that looks pretty inviting too. Let's go see the church. 57 meters. Oh, cool. Hello, how are you?
Everything is good. How are you?
Very well.
Where are you from?
Canada.
Canada, beautiful.
You too.
We have the local wine, we have the coffee,
Oh my word.
homemade lemonade.
This is so cool. Wow. This is a very friendly church. Local wine and coffee and lemonade. How cool. Thank you. Playing Follow the Blue Dot here on the All Trails map. A random trail that I found. The sun is going down. Well, it is down, but I am looking forward to getting out. The lights over in the distance, that's where I'm running back to, a couple miles back. It'll be dark when I rejoin John. Wow. Just splendid. Wow. All right, race morning. Got my bag together, have to bring it in to get it checked out. that I have the right stuff in it. And it's probably going to be a melee at the start, but we'll see how it works. Okay, here's the plastic bottle. You can use a plastic bottle, but you can't use a plastic bottle. It is like, and I understand, hey, you want to use something, reuse it. But when you reuse this, it's the same thing. Like, this could be thrown away just as easily as this. This is a good omen. We have a race kitty here already. Look at this purring little unit. Oh, yeah. All right, I think I'm ready. I'm going to walk to the start. John's going to take the mighty chariot, the Dacia Duster, and meet me at the finish. Dude, good to see you. Okay. Thanks for coming out. Right. Thank you. All right, now, in all honesty, this is probably the least trained I've ever been for any ultra, because I hadn't really planned on doing this up until about maybe 10 days ago. And I'm good for the distance for sure, but I don't know if I'll finish in great style or not. I'm pretty sure by the end I'll be hurting a little bit, so I'll try and update you on seeing how it goes in terms of running a race with very little specific training. I've been so busy these days, it's been difficult to get regular training in. So, all right, this is the beautiful walkway that gets us. And all those balloons we see up there, we're going to be seeing balloons on the course as well. There's about 150 of them that launch every day up above Cappadocia. So I don't know if all 3 races start at once, but we will find out. There's a beautiful mosque up on top of the hill there, which is of course riddled with caves and such. I can hear people making a fuss at the start, so we're going to get over there. I also see people warming up by running, which is weird because most of the events I do are so long, nobody's going to run to warm up. But I think there is a short one. So 63K, about 40 miles, is the order of the day. There's going to be a crap ton of people in the starting chute. So I'll probably get midway or a little farther forward, hope for the best, so I'm not just running in the crowd for a very long time. We'll see. And I wonder if they have a restroom somewhere. They must somewhere. Alright. Starting chute. This looks like a busy joint. So we are apparently in chutes here, and I'll be in the back chute, so that'll be a bit of fun. Like the Cappadocia again, where I started the back wave, and probably have a few people to get through. But it should be fun. Should be exciting. See a few people with sticks. I don't have them with me. Wouldn't really have any of my ultra stuff with me, so it should be interesting. So I think the trick is going to be not getting carried away at the beginning. Trying to run forward. Yeah, people crossing the lines. Nobody can blame them. There's a good race day haircut. We like that. Alright, we got a dog at the starting chute. He's having a nice old time. Yeah. Getting hyped up right now. Close to the start. 5 minutes maybe. Putting in a few calories. Oh, and fly by. Everybody's getting excited. 3, 2, 1. uphill start. Definitely not used to running the start of a race with this many people in it. So we got the balloons on the horizon popping up, like 50 or 60 of them. All right, transition to dirt. Something like that. It's a little tougher to work through. That is a bunch of runners now. Lane is like a Jeep track, which means lining up in a column, passing in the burrs and prickers if you want. Got a little sponsor arch here in the middle of nowhere. Off we go. Powered by Red Bull down to a single track. Unless you're gonna run in the ditch. Interesting, splitting the difference here. I like some single track, but there's many people that's really tough. Balloons off on the horizon. They'll be up there for a while. Hopefully we'll be able to see them when we get a little closer. Shaking out a bit more in terms of people arranging. To put the trip into context, let's call it 10 days ago, I knew I had a break from work, and I was chatting with a friend who mentioned that this race was on. And I looked at the dates, actually fit in my gap for work. So I made a call to John, quick text message. Hey John, want to go to Turkey in a couple days? Ever ready for adventure? I'm saying yes. John like, yep, I'm in. So we've been driving all around the country for the last 6 days. Oh, look at this little section. This is cool. And now it's race time. Directly after the race, you need to drive straight to Istanbul, about a 7-hour drive. Jump on a plane in Miami, or to Miami. Oh yeah. That's a cool part. Looking to walk the uphills and run the flats and downs. Strategy for the day. Coming into a town. Rad house here. Look at that. Oh man, burning up the downhills. Good for him. I'm waiting for the technical downhills to do that. More cave dwellings. There they are. Get the high five train. Thank you. That's kind of funny. Probably a interesting thing to have happen in your town. There are these natural stone castles, like that one. It has just riddled like Swiss cheese with caverns. A lot of them have broken off over the years, but they're still cool to get up on top of. I'm glad I had a day and a half beforehand to get around and see things. Otherwise I'd feel compelled to explore every nook and cranny. But I got a lot done while I was here, being a runner too. Now it's just seeing everything, an overview around. I'm surprised how many times walking around and running around. I saw race flagging when I was going. Race flagging there on the wall. Ooh, we got stairs in the middle of the race. Oh, this is cool. There's a race marshal dog. Hey, race marshal dog. Good to see you. Oh, no, he's not interested. We are winding our way down. This is so cool. That's one way to lose a bunch of fruit quickly. Good morning. We're in a bit of a valley. God, there's a lot of trash here. That's a bit of a drag, for sure. Up on the hill directly in front, you see little holes. Those are actually pigeonholes. They kept pigeons way back. I don't know if they still do, but tunnel time. Carved through. Pretty cool to see. Little single track edge next to an orchard. A rickety bridge. A little town bridge. Little music that'll get me a ding, so I'm gonna have to turn it off in a second here. I think I got 17 seconds. No sound. Checkpoint. Just finishing aid station snacking and heading uphill still out of the aid station. I think it's like 10k in, maybe. So, I'm 6 of the way. It is a long uphill out of here. A little exposed, so glad we're doing this when it's not too sunny. Winding up. More fabulous landscape. Finished the big uphill, a high point in the course. I think it goes between like below 3,000 feet, so about 1,000 meters, up to, I don't think it goes to 2,000 meters, but it's close, so up to about 6,000 feet. All right, coming up to first significant street crossing. Hello, hello.
Hello.
And it's a tunnel. My word, look at this. Oh yeah. Yes. Sandy in here. Slightly low ceiling. And we're through the road. Got on the single track. Nice rolling descent. I think the virtual entire race is up and down. Look at this profile. Highly entertaining trail, this part. Oh, sweet. Oh, this is great. Oh my gosh, we're gonna get into a pretty cool looking valley out here. Some of the geology here is crazy. This is sweet. A little bit of a section to duck through. Oh wow. All right. That is dark. Love that. Water in the canyon here. Running. Just like us. Even semi-wooded sections here. Which is kind of nice. Stairs. For some reason we are all stopped. Ain't that difficult. Oh, muddy section. There we go. It is slippery. Oh, another low hanging tunnel. A little past half marathon in, 13 miles and a half, so past a third of the way. Not an easy one today, but inspiring terrain. And go around, this is exactly where we watched the balloons the other day. Sunset Point. Our hotel was just down there. There you are. Wow. So in the distance, the big rock is Huichar Castle. I think we're working our way back up there. And then down to Love Valley. Every hotel in Gorham is a cave hotel. Even if it's not a cave hotel, they all have that their name. Wonder if we'll see John at the place. Oh, dude. And we're back where we started this morning. At our hotel, the Osmond Bay Cave Hotel. Right here. I wonder if we'll see John. Nope. No John. Right through the town. A little dusty. But this is kind of the center of things here. Just got handed a tissue for my hand. I don't even know where that happened. Huh. Cave. Just got fancy, threw a curve in it. This is called Pigeon Valley. Nice single track on the edge. Hoodoo's up there. Approaching Huichar Castle there. Going through some farmland. These guys are growing flowers and squash, cabbage, all kinds of stuff. What an interesting area. Turkey right now is rather inexpensive compared to other places. The lira is a little weak and you can get nice dinner about $5. Huichar village. It's quite beautiful actually. There you are. Finally,
There you are.
Stephen, what are you doing?
Good to see you, mate.
Are you running or are you?
No, I'm just hanging out. Look, I'm official spectating.
Wow.
My
good
wife
for
is
you.
doing the race.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah.
Oh my
How you
word.
feeling?
I'm feeling a little worked. I'm not
Yeah.
super trained for this. I didn't really plan on doing it until about a week ago. So
Okay. Yeah, I saw your Strava and I was like, wait, he's in
Ah.
Turkey. Like, is he really doing it? And then I couldn't believe it. And it's like, you were down below with the balloons at the estate and I was in a balloon.
Ah, that's great.
Yeah.
That is great.
Crazy.
Well, dude, good to see you. Is live in here. All right, water filled. Finishing some food. Coming down off Reacher Castle. Checking the area out. Might have felt a drop of rain. That'll be interesting. Woo-hoo! Woo! Thank you, thank you, thank you. I like that enthusiasm, but people on the buses are not liking us. It sure was nice seeing Steven on the course. I've done a few races with him, long 200 milers. He lives in New York. I see him there every now and then. But it's a real spirit lifter when you see somebody, especially at the top of a long uphill. Oh, it's a proper down. It's the sketchy edge of control down. There's still nobody in front of me for a change. I'll let him go a bit. Look at these lines. Wow, just a beautiful valley. Nice thing about this race, you get to see a whole bunch of these. You don't go to the pay zones really, but boy, you see a lot. It's all connected by foot. It's a cool sandy wash section here. We have a great oracle on the hill. And a farm. So we're in Love Valley. Came and visited this yesterday. I'm gonna pop out on the road here in about half a mile or kilometer or so. Guess why it's named Love Valley. You've gone through waves of like, oh, brutal, what the heck am I doing? And then feeling pretty good. So just trying to manage my energy. Nice camp spot. And we're rewarded with a little bit of downhill. Oh, it's nice. You can see the main road down there. The road that goes into Gorham. Nice little eroding ridge run. Pass on your left, thank you. A bit of roller coaster. I do love the single track sections, that is for sure. Oh, it's pretty. Keep seeing these signs. 1,000 meters to the aid station. House in the cave. Pretty nice house too. It's kind of cool. Look at this little guy. Yeah. Hey you. How's it going? How are you? How's it going? Oh yeah. Look at him go. Super dog.
Beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Weather.
It is nice weather too. coming into town here. Lucille came from Belgium.
Hello.
She's running. How long are you here for then? Just a few days? Or?
4 days.
4 days, yeah. That's not long. That is very striking. The pink-haired equestrian. How cool is that?
Yo,
Mr. England.
hey buddy.
Do you find your
My
wife?
house. I did find my wife.
Oh, that's good.
She's hanging on in there.
Good for her.
She's not feeling too.
Zippy?
She's not feeling great. We came into a little bit less than 100%, but here we are.
Yeah.
It's so amazing here.
It's beautiful.
You're staying here, right, in this town?
Well, not tonight. I'm flying. I got flying out of Istanbul tomorrow morning. So
Oh, look at you.
yeah, driving back.
Can't keep up with you.
Oh, this is
Normally it's
this,
me, but
this is the easy part.
Timing. Come on, this.
So we're going through an area, not really traily. Lots of buses, ATVs, and stuff like that. There are hundreds and hundreds of ATVs going around. Oh, a big parking lot up here too. Definitely a little tourist area here, as you can tell from the balloons and the heart-shaped Instagram photo op. We're getting some, I think, of the short race people coming through, moving pretty good. So there's 3 races. There's one that's 119k. Didn't have enough time to finish that and get to the airport. And I'm not super trained, so the 63k also looks like it covers most of the cool ground and territory. This is proper single track here. Pretty well marked. Well, it's funny. They want to do a race that's sustainable, but they use this ribbon, which clearly is brand new. Thousands of them. If they were really sustainable, they'd get some that clip up and reuse them like a lot of races do. I know Destination Trail does. Gary's, Robbins, Whistler races do, always using the same marking. Well, look at that. Must be moving that thing around. Hey, I'm good with having security all around. Packing. Interesting section. Tunnels and water. Nice long downhill. And more tunnel. Woo. A little slippery. Here running with me. Hey, you. All the dogs have tags on their ear, but they just roam free. This race for me is just a grinder, character builder. Grinding. Cool part of the trail, just worn in to the rock. And the soft falls apart pretty quick. I think there's 2 or 3 more good climbs and about 12 miles to go. Coming up to a place where I was the other day. I'm gonna run through here. This is the Red and Rose Valley. It's an amazing church and a little cafe there. I'll post up a picture. The church has this amazing cross carved into it on the ceiling. Just gorgeous. That one big dark hole in it lets in enough light. That's why I'm glad I get to go out and see some of this stuff before the race, because it would drive me nuts not being able to go in and check it out if I didn't know what was there. We're reaching maybe a ridge line. I don't know if it's the top, but it's been a lot of slidey sand and rock to get through. It looks like we are coming to a Y in the road. Oh. So the short race goes right, the long race goes left. We are getting on top of the mesa above us, but we gotta go around it first. So it's a pretty big out, I think, and one big swoop back. So we have some miles to do. It's quality trail here. Reminds me a tiny bit of Sedona. The rock formations are different, but just the shape of the paths. We have been blessed with a non-too sunny day today. Temperature is probably, I don't know, maybe 70 when it was the warmest. Just hitting a bit of a low spot. Got some downhill and then a big uphill. After that, it's mostly down with a couple ups near the end, which aren't so long. But I am gonna be shouldering up the long climb to the top of the ridge. So many buildings carved out. Good work. Getting close to the aid station. Just saw Stephen again, which is nice. Alright, back in an aid station. Let's see what they got. Looks like soup is a winner. We got Red Bull. Soup. There's work being done in the fields. So I got out of that last aid station, some soup, some halva, some chocolate, a little bit of cola, refill the water, take a couple apples to eat in the road. Like 6.5, 7K to the next aid, but there's 1,000 feet of climbing, 300 and some odd meters. Another grind up, actually a third of a grind, maybe half. Now we got this ridge. It's a lovely line up this flat ridge. You can see all the things we were at earlier. The big mound in the distance is the Uchar Castle. We were there many hours ago. Probably 9, maybe 8 miles left. Some downhill, some uphill. Should be finished within a couple hours. Well, this nice little final climb kick you in the teeth. I don't see too much more up possible. Famous last words. We'll see where the trail goes. Oh, I can see them over on the ridge over there. Looking at the distance, seeing weather. Maybe we'll get some rain. That would be an interesting finish to this thing. Just running on a plain, basically. I can see a couple people in the distance. It's going to be flat for a while. Probably an aid station within a kilometer or so. Which will be last one. As as if it couldn't get any more grand. Thunderstorm in the distance, just rumbling thunder. I think this is the last aid station coming up. Quick refuel, a little more water, send it home. There she is again. Got the timing chip in the number.
Okay.
Thank you. There he is again.
Last one, last one.
Last one indeed.
And you're downtown, finito.
Yeah, right? That'll be good.
Yes.
Well, we've got a tiny bit of sprinkling going on, which feels nice. Maybe it turns into real rain, maybe not. All good. A couple K's to the finish, I think. I got a Wadi Ibex runner up here from Cairo. I was able to run with your group.
Really?
Yeah, when I visited Cairo. It was very nice.
What adventure?
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Tina. And you?
Mina. Carrie.
Really?
Carrie, yeah, thank you. Nice to meet you. So all the interesting rock is at the beginning and middle. The end, a lot of dirt roads, nice ridge. Not as charming though. And I think the longer one is a lot more like this. So, medium one, best quality. All three races are intermingled again. And I think, I don't know, we might be done with dirt right up here. This looks like the final stretch down. Looks like I'll probably persevere through this one after all. Good race. Don't know how far the finish is, but we will see. Looking like treacherous cobblestones to finish it off. Finish line an unknown distance ahead.
Bravo!
Woo!
Bravo!
Love that it's on a road. I don't know if they're beeping to get out of the way or encouragement. Woo, treacherous. They must just keep moving these Red Bull arches around the course. Thank you. Oh yeah, that looks finished like. Up ahead. Oh yeah, that looks like it. Wow. That seems to be the finish. Woo! Hell yeah. Post-event meal. See what they got to offer. Oh look, it's environmentally sustainable. Styrofoam plates and a pallet of water bottles. Okay, I'm gonna try a new vegan plant protein meal replacement. Good for post-event by Gnarly. See how it tastes, vanilla. So I'm gonna drink a little water out and then just dump it in and eat it as we go. After running 63K, that's a good recovery. We'll say this, it's a little awkward getting it into the bottle. A little bit of spillage, but most of it made it in. United with Senor Novak, who had a nice day wandering around. Now we're trying to find the car.
My ankle up this morning.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Keep up with you and stuff, you know?
The first called an hour and a half, I had a pretty good ankle roll in my left.
Yeah.
It was, usually I just beat him into submission. This time it bothered me a lot of the day, but didn't. No excuses or anything, but it was still kind of hurts a bit. So, post-race summary in the car. It took around 9 hours or something like that, which is not a particularly fast time. I think the cutoff is 12 and a half. 12. So I was well ahead of cutoff, but not a particularly. It wasn't running fast. I wanted to see what was happening. I wanted to run, and I knew it was going to be hard, but I didn't know how much I would. The thing that surprised me is my pace is a little slower right now than I'm used to running. Either that, or I've got more of a long distance pace when I'm running an ultra, like a 200 pace, not a not a 63K pace. So when you run a 200, it's 5 or 6 times as long as that, and you have to run at a pace that will be sustainable. So the race was well marked, never really got lost. There were a couple of dicey turns, but I didn't step off course that much that it was a concern at all. There's a lot of fit people in Turkey too. That was nice to see. There are usually people around me, which was nice. Although it's not a talkative race at all. I'm used to racing and chatting with people and all that. Could be language issues, of course. I was encouraging people very, very much as I passed them or they passed me, and didn't get much back. Maybe 1 in 10 would be like, "Oh yeah, thank you," or you too, or something like that. They're trying to do the sustainable thing, and it's poorly done. Like, you're not gonna let me take a bottle because it's made of plastic, and your solution is buy another plastic bottle from the sponsor. I don't really want to do that. And then at every aid station, there are a massive number of water bottles, like the 1.5 liter water bottles, and they were just pouring out of those and then presumably tossing those. The finish line, they had a big styrofoam plate and disposable cutlery and single serving size water bottles. So it's kind of like paying lip service to sustainability, but got some work to be done. The aid stations were actually adequate. Ate a lot of fruit. There was soup. There's not a whole lot of what I would call food, but with this type of race, I don't think you really need that. So the course brought you through a lot of interesting parts of Cappadocia, and they were Cappadocia, and they were places that you wouldn't have to pay to get in, and it took us down in valleys and up on ridges. Most people won't get in or out that way, so there was a refreshing amount of single track for us to take in, which I liked. And let's see what else. I was anticipating it being a lot dirtier, like the soil or the dust is almost like Burning Man, but it just doesn't seem to penetrate the socks as much. I wore a Path Projects hat and Path Projects shorts. Those both did really well for me. And I started with a Path Projects Pyrenees hoodie, which was great, but I got rid of it quickly because I heated up. So that just ended up being something I carried around for the rest of the time. And I had ultra shoes that had some miles in them, Timps. And I gotta say, I would rather have run this in Olympuses. Timps are okay. I like ultras. My feet ended up, I didn't get a blister. They were in decent shape, all things considered. There's not much technical terrain. The technical terrain seemed to be where I was able to run much quicker than most other people. So it was, but it's a lot of single track. So oftentimes you get stuck behind somebody, so you can't run at the pace you like. And the end of the race was a lot of, dirt roads, which I don't, again, love. If you could do the first 3/4 of the race, that would cover some amazing territory, but I guess you got to close the loop and bring it back into town. And oh yeah, the health certificate racket as well. Really, I mean, I got to go to a doctor and pay $25 for him to listen to my heartbeat.
least he had some nice assistance.
That was not something that I think is necessary for an event like this. I picked up a bunch of gel packets and various things that runners clearly left behind, and that was also kind of a drag to see. But it's not too bad. It gave a really nice overview of the terrain around. So, would I recommend it? Yeah, actually I would. Give you an excuse to come out to Cappadocia and check out Turkey. Solid race. Would I do it again? No.
Never good, I guess.
Last item on the agenda. Congrats on reaching the end of the video. If you feel so inclined to offer support to the channel, my Patreon link is below. A couple bucks a month would be awesome. That type of event and this type of video creation takes a good bit of time, effort, and money, and YouTube doesn't even come close to compensating back for it. So if you like it, let me know. Comment below, that would be awesome, and give us a thumbs up, and please, if you haven't already, subscribe. Tell your friends. Report on the gnarly protein recovery drink. It's actually pretty tasty. I would drink this again. I was a little dubious about having it be vanilla flavored, but it's good.
So Ben and Mike like it.
200 calories of protein, well worthwhile. Thanks, gnarly.